from me.
Hello, Desmond.
The owner of all the information.
I'll just turn this video off.
Bundy, he
I'm just making some more videos. Can you hear me?
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
So,
sorry I missed your call before. I turned the phone off.
no, that's right, that's right. I just wanted to team up with Dion now as the grand jury of the block of land, the Haho 7B with the waka is. I'm just putting the titles through now together, and soon the will back onto that with the federal state government, the Maori federal state government. Now that she's a president, so she understands now that I'm going to be doing the bank and providing the funding, and to just be aware that I'm there for the rest of the world with the same flag as what she'll be promoting here just for New Zealand. So I said she commands the federal state of New Zealand, and she's happy with that. She just needed to know. I think the other old guys that were at her place, they one of them is from Hicks Bay, and he's a Hokamo, and he says, oh, he's in my whakapapa there. So he's sort of saying, I think he's the one that figured it out, where it was best to go in a presidential mode than a prime minister, because it's stuck in that jurisdiction of state government, and with a federal government it goes straight to the king. So that part fits now, and I'll just put a video together now, and it's got our names in it as being Tika and Dion. He comes under the Tainui line with the same line as Sue under the Maniapoto Tainui line. So he's doing the Rapanui Tainui connection to Rapanui, so he's got that sorted. And Jamie comes under the Ngātai Tū Whakairo line, and we come under the Te Kahaki. The proper name is Te Kahaki, whakapapa of the Toi Kairako and Raro line. So that'll boot the Raros out sideways, because they've got the hold on it, but they've only got one tupuna connection under those 5 siblings of Toi Kairako. So we'll bring our other 4 back in. So I'll just set up the legal part of seizing that block now, and you'll be still the sheriff, because you know what to do to issue the warrant. I'll upgrade the warrant for there, and for have to issue the warrant for the Rotten Point Motel at the same time. So that's your job, but Dion will be down in a flash if anything is out of place. He'll soon sort them out. So he'll be backing in with Chick and Gilbert in Te Aroha. So that's our base. Gilbert's house is our house, the whole place. We're going to seize all that place too. All that, but we'll just chip off a bit at a time. I just told him we'll just leave his house for now until we do the Haho 7B block with the waka is. We're going to seize the waka as well, so I'm going to write up the writ to seize the whole lot, and then issue Ngāti Pro with a warrant, and soon the Koro will issue Ngāti Pro with another warrant to take her money back, the 130 million, plus the bill, the invoice for everything else. So I just told her, don't do the whole Te Taira Whichi area yet, just chip off enough to get us going, and it'll get her to the World Court and us on our way. But we're going together now, and so you'll have a full-time job there. I think you're going to be doing the admin for the whole of there. I'll leave that to you to administer Te Tairawhiti area of Maui Crown, because I'll keep Jamie for the bank. She knows that that's why she's pulled right off everything now. I just told her drop the lot and just park her sites up. So there's no need for you to go and advertise anymore. We've done enough advertising. The thing to do now for you is to know what to do with that block to administer that Moai Crown. Everything's Moai Crown now. Napui's accepted Moai Crown, and me as the surrogate king. So that's mandated now to that block of land. The thing with that is going to connect to Hikurangi, and so Dion's got that all sorted, all the whakapapa sorted up to Hikurangi and how that works. And he'll be down there when we come. I'm hoping that I get this all done by the 20th. That's the anniversary day of the 183 years at Kororareka. So we've got that native court now at Titi in the paddock by the Popo. Our tent goes there, and our tent will be going up at Waka, and we set up the tent there on the 20th of this month. Might be a bit too early, but we can always do it later, but the anniversary day will be the 20th there for us as being that connection to Kororareka there, and at Titi Marae. We should have had a celebration there at the Popo's on the 20th. That'll I think Kingi will have one. It doesn't have to go into the Marae, but we want to keep out of there, and as much as possible. But if he can get the Marae for the 20th, then they'll have a hui for that 183 years on the 20th, and we will have one at the Waka of the 20th. I'll see how fast I can get the notice in 14-day notice out before the 20th. If not, we can always have that one down there another day, but it'd be good to time it for then. So you just get your stuff out. I'm going to send the whakapapa for that Rapata sent me for Toikarako and Hikurangi. So I've got it here now, so I'll email it to you, and email it to I think you've got the warrant now, the book. I'll give you the book. That warrant, the writ warrant. Did I give you the warrant, the book, the proclamation? Yeah, you got that now, so that's okay. I'll get another writ for A7B together, and I'll email it to you, and when I'm ready to go and issue it, then I'll email that to you, and I'll email it to Dion as well. So you'll both be working on that, and Rapata, okay? Rapata will work on that as well. So what I'm trying to do is get that house there now. It's been abandoned. The whole place has been abandoned, and the Raro sold the cows without telling anybody. And so the sooner I can get that house, the better. You can go in there and shift in and set up just for now till we get funding and everything else going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind shooting up if you want me to.
Yeah, I will, as soon as I get the notice out to occupy it. I'll tell them I'm going to occupy it, and the Rapata will make sure you get it. He'll be there. I think those other ones will jump in. Tom and them are gone against what Rapata is saying, but they don't know the Toirako, Kairako history. They don't want to go near it. They want to stay. Him and the other guys want to stay themselves with their Kiwi party. So he's quite welcome to stay there. I'll just pull away and do our thing, and that's what Rapata jumped in before I could go and talk to Tamati and give Tamati the book. He wouldn't have gone anywhere. So I got more confidence in Rapata now. He's keeping in touch with me. So that's your point of contact is Gilbert in Te Aroha. I'll give you his phone number and I'll email it through. Just an official letter, because everything will be official now. You'll be in that position. I'm making sure of that. And I'm pulling out from those two directors, those two administrators I've got to get the documents through at Waitangi. And the police rang me up today and I said, no, it's a criminal matter and I won't let them get away with it. They're trying to get away with it. They're trying to get away with, they stole my computer and I want everything back. So the police are onto them now and I won't finish with it till they're gone, both out. Don't want them anywhere near. I'll just leave Dion to look after things from now on. Yeah, so that's what I thought I'd give you a ring. Go and have a look at the video I just put on, and if you got back online to get your email. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. If you can get back on internet to Skype, then that would be better than me spending. I've spent quite a bit of money lately, going up to Waitangi and going up north and travelling around and. I bought all the food for us and Dion and his wife didn't buy nothing and Jamie, but I just went along and bought everything anyway, just so we keep ourselves afloat. I've been doing pretty well alright, but I've been budgeting myself and what I get, and I got some donation from, well, what they wanted, some shares from the two chiefs up north at the Hapua. And so that just got me by, and but that's okay. I'll just keep it in my means. But I'm hoping to get down there on the 20th. If not, it'll be Waitangi I'll team up with Kingy and see what's he going to do about it. They're really not up to it up there. But I think they apologised to me for doing that to me. But however, I'll just keep moving and get at least the East Cape going. I want to get that motel off them as soon as, and we videoed it. There's a video of it there. We swung in there and back out again, but I'll make it known that we're hanging around there to go and get it back. This time the police won't be going anywhere near us. I'm just going to warn them this time. Or it's good to have Sue there anyway as a backup, because she won't take no nonsense. And with her and us to back her, I just got off the phone. She's on video, so that's making statements. I think she doesn't mind me doing videos with her and making statements. Yeah, so that's the latest, mate. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. But just keep your head low and just keep within your means and don't have to worry about anybody else. Just so that we get at least one land block, then we'll be right into it. We'll spend the pound note out, no trouble, after we get onto one block. I just need one block and the whole thing will kick in and we're off. Yeah. Okay? No questions?
No questions.
Okay, Singh got his flag. He found it. He tucked it all in his thing.
Oh, yeah. Just let's go back to Whangaroa or go back to East Cape way?
Yeah, we went down Whangaroa, back to Whangaroa. We filmed there. And then we went to Te Aroha, stayed at Gilbert's again. So if you're in Te Aroha, there's always a place there at Gilbert's next to the Marae. Just close by to the Marae, just a little driveway up where he goes. It's that batch at the back I want as well. What's his name, Kaika, Thomas. They were staying there before, but I won't worry about it now. We'll just get onto that Haho 7B block. And the motel, those two I really want to get. Okay, and that 400 block, the 400 one with those fellas at the end there. I want all that place to have at some time. But the motel and the B7 block, Haho 7B block, yeah, Haho 7B block with the Wakais, we take the waka, we take the waka as well as a memorial for that marae, nukatire. Okay? That we'll just clean the thing up, and I want to drop it off the bloody trailer and use the trailer for a fishing boat. To bulldozers to put the fishing boat with a bulldozer and a long bar into the water. Okay, something like that anyway. But you'll be busy. I'll have you look after all the business down there, and Dion will be more or less looking after the behind Sue, with the Maori crown behind Sue, to prop her up and all the, because he's pretty good on all the whakapapas. He's got them all sorted now. And Ngāti Plymouth was the last one, but his videos are really good. He's clipped them all together. There's 2 now he's put up, and it just shows our trip around. So go and have a look at those, and if you can get back on Skype, it'll be good. Okay?
Yeah, thank you, Uncle.
Okay. Cheers.
You take care and have a good afternoon, eh?
Okay, you too.
Okay, thank you, Uncle. See you, bye-bye.
Well, there we go. That's Desmond. I should have had this. I always forget to clip on. But that's Desmond, and you're back on deck now. Reinstated. So you just have to be very careful that, with anything I say. It's got to be spot on. No mucking around this time. So to you, Desmond, congratulations. You're in with the rest of the crew up north. And also the Whakaminia flag, 1834 Whakaminia flag, and Ngāpuhi and the rest of the tribes that have mandated us now. Now Sūnekora mandated as well. We're mandating each other and appointing each other to these important positions with Westminster Parliament. Now, I was just watching that the House of Lords is going to get demolished. Well, I'm coming there. I have you say that I'll be filling that spot where the Queen has left an empty hole in Westminster to fill. I've got a king there, King Ernest Augustus, to go in, 5th, or his son, Prince Regent Ernest Augustus, to go straight in as King of Britain, UK, Hanover, and Aotea, New Zealand, Pacific Islands, and the Commonwealth countries of the world. 250 countries under this flag of King William III, and King William IV, and St. Patrick's Church order, in that order. Okay, so I really think that we are on the move, and once more, Desmond will be the sheriff. He is the sheriff. Appointed him as sheriff in all our dealings with Jamie, Anna Marie Patrick. She's been with me over 5 years or 6 years as a part of the Maui Powerhouse Bank, and I've just said to Sūnekora we'll be controlling the bank and the pound notes and the gold coins of King William IV and King William III, and taking over the Bank of England, put it that way. That's been corrupted by the Rothschild banks and the Vatican and the City of London and Washington DC corporate companies. So Donald Trump will be demolishing that lot, and we'll be investigating and getting the British Navy, military, to recover all the stolen gold and land and natural resources and birth certificates. We'll be seizing all those as well. We're not using birth certificates in the Maori Crown, King William IV Trust government, Commonwealth Government, State of the Well, Federal State of the Well. We'll be using the mobile phone number as identification for your credit and on the bank. There will be no debt system in our Maui Powerhouse Bank. It's the only credit and economy and more trade that way. That's all I want to say for this clip, other than to let you know that Desmond is an official sheriff. He is the only sheriff that's inducted into the Moai Crown King William IV Trust organisation in Britain, UK, Devon, Port and Plymouth County, in that area of jurisdiction of Admiralty, Court Martial Law and Financial Martial Law, to recover all the debts. He's the sheriff to issue the warrants to writ of execution, warrant of seizure of property of 356 Lawton Point Road Motel, and those landowners who have bought it from Bruno Clausen and Ducky, Maklasi has to get their money back from the Ray White's real estate company, or if that's the company that sold the property to them, they have to get their money back from them, and we will bankrupt the Ray White's company, or that company that sold that land, against our orders not to sell it. And also the the Marangaro C12 block will be seized, and also the Marangaro Haha land blocks will be seized back in the King's Bench Court from the Queen's Bench Queen's Bench Court, and the New South Wales New Zealand Government jurisdictions will be taken from them as a consequence of their ignorance against our orders. And our Titi Marae Native Grand Jury Court chiefs are now the law of this country, absolute or unique, and as well as the authority to enforce the laws of King William III, 1650 to 1701, and King William IV, 1830 to 1837 laws apply. The laws of the St. Patrick Order Church from the period of 600 AD onwards, and from Moai Crown 300 AD onwards, and also from Kupe 950 onwards, and from Chief Tira Waikato Whare Here Here Manukau 1830 onwards. His titles to all the native countries in the world, indigenous lands, go under this flag, 1834 Declaration of War flag of that time period, 1830. Chief Tira Waikato Whare Here Manukau, and also Hongi Hika on the military side. Okay, the military side of Hongi Hika, and the land transactions, bank trading, and also commercial contracts and private of Admiralty, private mortgage lands, levy, debtor instruments, and also conveyancing instruments of that period of time, 1830. Chief Tira Waikato Whare Here Here Manukau, from Cambridge, New Zealand to Cambridge, England, and Maungatau Mountain, his pa. Okay, so those are our jurisdictions, our authority of our legacy to use those documents, and the Tira Waikato, the King Tawhio pound note. We have that authority to use that pound note, as we are on its head. Jamie and myself, Jamie Patrick, and Patrick, she represents St. Patrick's Church, and her surname Patrick is on the pound note. Tira Waikato Whare Here Here Manukau, and the Scottish land titles, that company, Manukau Land Company, native land title, jurisdictions of transfer of lands all over the world in the native countries, using the blueprint of the Manukau Land Company in Scotland, Glasgow. So there you go, wrapped up the titles of 400 Lawton Point Road and 356 Lawton Point Road in Hicks Bay area will be seized by one sheriff, Desmond Wanoa. That's his land blocks, those are his ancestors, Tahanga Wanoa. Land blocks along the Urupa is under that motel. The Urupa will be reinstated and that Marae, building removed from that Urupa and put somewhere else. Okay, so those people, the owners, to you on the 356 Northern Point Road, there was a warning out from me, as we are the original native landowners, now commercial landowners under the King's Bench Court jurisdiction of Admiralty. Court martial law and financial martial law applies to that land block to seize it. We are seizing it because it has fraud land transactions in it, and also it's built on our Urupa sacred memorial ground, burial grounds. That's been, the white man has done that on One Tree Hill, the same on top of the Manukau tribesmen's burial grounds, and the same with Kawhuru the giant up there on his grave is the same that white man Pākehā and the colonial New South Wales government has built right on top of our Urupas, and in Uhumato at the airport they've done the same thing and dug all the bodies out of the graves and threw them in a container. Those are the Manukau tribesmen's ancestors, and I have issues with that as well. That's in this mix as well, under Maori Paramount Chief Te Mati Mohi Manukau the fourth. At that time we put in a claim against those desecration of those Urupa. The same at Lotton Point. You're losing it because you have desecrated my own ancestors' Moai, Uataha, Wanoa ancestors' lands, and that's not on. Sunakora has the history of those Urupas, as she was the Maori policymaker for the Marae land courts, and so she'll undo all those titles in the Potirua Ki Waipu boundary area and her own Uaportu area and now Uataha boundary areas, and also that Hicks Bay land blocks will be undone from your invasion of our private family heirloom. You busted our inheritance properties, land that is historic to Moai on East Island, Rapa Nui to Mokanui, that we filmed with Dion Paiko Walker, documented that for our evidence in any court hearing that we have in The Hague, but we don't need to go there. We've got the highest court in the world, and TT Marae has been native for all the native countries in the world. So that's what I want to say today to you. I hope you're getting a lot of information from these videos, but I want to let you know that we have 7 Maraes now backing us and with this land seizure, that I'm not alone anymore. Now that we've gone through this process, straight to Britain, our partner, the British Navy, First Sea Lord, Sir Phillip Jones is our legal partner, our commercial trading bank, financial investment interest partner, and every other interest a third party to any default contract we have now. That is a defaulted contract on 356 Lotton Point Road, and number 400 Lotton Point Road is a default automatic, because those properties were bought illegally before 1830, before 1840, and you fall outside the jurisdiction of 1840 Treaty Waitangi when we are in the 1830 to 1834 period of jurisdiction of Admiralty Court Martial Law and Admiralty Financial Martial Law to seize these properties on that basis. So in saying we have those Maraes and their chiefs behind us for Cook Street as well, that will be seized shortly after, and those 2 owners will be locked up in prison for their tampering with a third party on our defaulted contract back to Douglas retired Bell, will be arrested as well. We'll be getting police to arrest them, and they're going to be thrown into prison for a long time. But those two landowners, Simon Brent Roundtree and James Pierce Brown, will be locked up with their lawyers, and also with Shannon Withers, my barrister at the time, that he sided with the judge and the courts, and not us, not me. He didn't do anything for me but use my information and my citations for others, and those other marshals, the US federal marshals that were acting in contract with me, failed to adhere to the contract and got us arrested. So as a consequence of that, all will be bill debted for tampering with my information as a surrogate king. I have the right to be talking for the king, speaking for the king, in any way, fashion or form I wish, as I have the Moai original titles to these lands and the Manukau land company titles to these lands, and also the history of whakapapa with my good friend Dion Paiko Walker is narrating all the videos, and he is the manager of our Moai Crown television news production manager. So he will be documenting everything for the courts, and every video is a written affidavit statement that we are who we say we are, in the flesh and blood, live, and what we say goes. What I say goes. Whatever statement I say, you have to refute it within 14 days. I'll give you notice now on those properties I've named, 356 Lawton Point Road. Owners, you have to have a video to back you where you got your title from, and the government has to back up yourselves with a video to counter this video and the other videos I have put on Facebook with your names in it. When your name goes in there, you're liable. So the owners of the motel, you'll be getting a writ seizure warrant of execution to seize the property off you. You have to go back to your lawyers, go back to your government agent, go back to your real estate company that you got off, and get your money back. Go back to your bank, get your money back, because it's a fraud, bad title that you're sitting on there, and it is our claim against it. You should not have bought it, and the real estate company didn't tell you that it had a dispute in it, and that's our jurisdiction of power over this government. Now we have that power to remove you from the land, okay? And the landowners on Haho 7B block, the trustees, you'll be removed from that block, as well as the heading a block at Port Aotea, you'll be removed as well. Those people there that gave me a hard time, you can't be ignorant anymore, because your law is no good. Okay, Sue the Court will remove all of you from the lands and the government with it. But until we bill you all, you'll be still there as Levy debtors, and she's the Levy creditor. She will give me the invoice for all the damage that you've done, and the government and the iwi, the rūnanga and the organisations that are under the Rothschild banks acting here, and the companies that are in that corporation. Trusts will be all billed against you by Sue Nikora. Okay, so that's all I want to say today. So I hope you enjoy these videos. It's for people directed to. So this is John Wanoa from Otahu, Auckland, New Zealand, saying good evening.